This week on At Your Leisure, Gina and I are taking the kids out to the Red Rocks of Bluff, Utah, as we look to get a different perspective on the 22nd annual Bluff Balloon Festival.
Then, our friends from Stedman's Recreation are going to take us out for a fun-filled day at Wolf Creek Pass, as they show off the area by the way of timber sleds.
And finally, we're headed out to Park City as we visit a one-of-a-kind club that's going to show you how to get involved in the sport of curling. It's all sliding your way right now. At Your Leisure is next. Look at that, there he goes. Hey everybody, welcome to At Your Leisure. I'm Kevin Mortensen.
And I'm Gina Mortensen.
And this is the 22nd annual Bluff Balloon Festival?
Yes, 22nd, almost as old as me.
You know, it's pretty cool out here this morning, but we're having a good time watching these balloons go up. You know, I love anything that flies.
I like things that fly slow.
So we're in the right place today. You guys having a good time?
Yeah.
So we walk around and see what's going on?
Yeah.
I think we might be able to get up in a balloon today.
That would be fun.
And also see see all the sights down here in Bluff. This is a beautiful part of the state.
It is beautiful, but I want to get out and see what's around. So while we do that, let's look around and see what it takes to put this festival on.
I've been working crewing with the balloons for several years, and we came down here to crew with a friend of ours. A friend of mine was crewing on a balloon. I was walking by, said, "Hey, what are you doing?" He says, "I'm crewing on a balloon. Would you like to help?" And I was like, "Yeah, sure, why not?" And that started it. Now I'm on the balloon regatta committee and page for our balloon regatta, and I've made a lot of friends in the ballooning community, and I like to go out and help out. And we see a lot of cool places by doing that. A lot of these pilots don't travel with a big crew, so they're always looking for help. The perks of that is you get to meet all this ballooning community and participate in the activities, and a lot of times it also translates into a ride, and you get to fly in a balloon. So that makes it pretty special too.
It's the simplicity of it, but also the complication in terms of what they have to go through and what they do, but the materials are fascinating to see what they use and how they do it. I've never been to a balloon festival before, first festival period. Pretty amazing. A great venue for it.
I would say it's the people, because we've gone places and had bad weather where we couldn't fly all weekend, never got a balloon off the ground, but we still have a blast because of the people.
I think first is just the beauty of the area. There's so many hikes and just beautiful scenery, and also in Bluff there's so many interesting things. I think last time we were here we went to the Twin Rocks Diner, and that was amazing too. And the Glow In, which is going to be tonight. But last year it was such a fun time. Seeing all the big balloons glowing in the middle of the night was awesome. We camped up on the ridge just right above the community center. So when we woke up in the morning, the balloons were inflating, and we got to see them just from inflation to takeoff right in front of where we were camping. So we camp in our van, so we opened up our van windows and just got to see it all just straight from the back of our van.
It's really not that hard, especially if you have a lot of people crewing, because you all get together and you share the load. You know, many hands make light work.
Has to be huge to lift us all up.
Look at that, way up there. So as you can see, this is a pretty cool festival. We got balloons starting to rise up over the valley. These bright, big, colorful balloons with the contrasting red hills in the back. It's pretty neat. You can only imagine how cool this is going to look from the air.
Yep, have fun up there.
Well, they only got room for two, so we got to draw straws. But when we come back from checking out this week's Where To, a couple of us are going to be in that. Well, welcome back to At Your Leisure. As you can see, we are in the balloon. I drew the short straw. We're flying over the town of Bluff, checking out why they call it Bluff. These mountains are absolutely spectacular. If you can see what I see, I'm looking out over all these balloons kind of making their way up the valley. The scenery is spectacular. Our pilot's fantastic. Well, we watch where this balloon goes, and all these other balloons are going, and kind of trusting on Mother Nature to take us where we need to go. We're going to go check out the event from a different perspective.
Hot air balloons are very slow, fairly peaceful. They go with the wind, and you can change your direction by changing altitudes. And at different altitudes, the wind direction will be different, so you get in whatever layer you want. Now, with all these other balloons in the air, I can see what direction they're going at different altitudes, so that helps me be able to maneuver.
When the burners shut off and it's just so quiet and you're floating along, it's just amazing. It's that little piece of heaven. And the views, you look around places you've been before, and from that perspective you look at them and go, wow, I didn't even realize that. You know, it's just a different world.
What I really like are the very mellow small town balloon rallies, and there's quite a few of them in this region, and this is one of the best ones. The scenery here is spectacular. We've come for so many years now that we've made friends with the local folks, and they have taken us on hikes and explored special places. This area of Utah, the Four Corners, has so much to offer, but it's relatively undiscovered.
Taking people up the first time is awesome because they have no idea what to expect, and no matter what they were told or what they thought or preconceived or anything, it's always far different than they ever imagined. And so, and if they're open to adventure and open to new experiences and stuff like that, it's the best. It's the very best of experiences for me to actually introduce something brand new to somebody that never had the opportunity to do that before.
Well, that was a lot of fun being up there in that balloon, and it was really cool to float over the valley and see the sight, and it was so quiet and peaceful, except for when he had to keep the balloon in the air and he fired that thing up. But it was really amazing. We flew with a pilot out of Arizona named Pell. His sponsors were the Harrises, and they put on a great show. Now if this looks fun to you and you want to get involved, in ballooning, and a really good way to do that is to jump on a crew. It takes some work to make this happen. So come on out to one of these events and join up or sign up online. They're always looking for crew members, but this is a good way to get involved in the sport. If you go out there and help them put the balloon up, sometimes you can catch a ride. As you can see, these guys behind us are getting ready to put that down, and then I think they're going to go off and party.
Yeah, it's not all work out here. It's a lot of play. There's a great community that comes together to do these balloon festivals, and I hear we're going to go to Sand Island and tailgate.
You know, just like a football game. You got to drag it out a little bit. So they fly for a little bit, then they go down and they tailgate. And so we're going to go check that out, but we're going to send you guys off to this week's Along the Way. Well, we came down for the balloon festival and we found out that there's a ton of things to do here with the kids.
Oh, well, welcome back to At Your Leisure. We're here at Sand Island, and we are waiting for the pilots to get together and tailgate and have a little party.
No,
Here there's food?
But I heard there's food, but we have to keep the kids entertained. There's a lot to do around here, and they want to go off and have some fun.
So maybe while we decide what we're going to do for the rest of today, you guys can check out this week's sticker winner.
This week's contest winner is Stephen Patterson, who submitted this picture of his machine in front of this beautiful view. Nice job, Stephen. It looks like you're the lucky winner of a Safari LT portable battery charger from Lion Energy. The next time you're out on the trail, you'll have all the power you need with the incredibly long-lasting battery of the Safari LT from Lion Energy. Visit lionenergy.com for more details.
Be sure to call us on Monday at 801-947-8888 to claim your prize. And remember, if you get caught with one of our limited edition Eagles Landing stickers, you can win a bonus $100 gas and gift card from our friends at Eagles Landing.
Congratulations to our sticker winner, and thank you to our sponsors for the great prizes. You know, I had a good time down there at the island at the tailgating party.
And now we're freezing here at the Glow-In.
We really wanted you guys to see this.
It's fun and exciting to see it at night. And while they finish setting up, we're gonna check out next week's show.
Now let's take a look at what's happening as we look at our calendar of events.
First up, don't forget we've got the expos coming up with the boat show starting February 6th and the RV show starting February 13th. So be sure to come check us out at the expos and stop by the AYL booth and grab a sticker and say hi.
Then, February 8th at Echo State Park, they'll be holding an ice fishing tournament open to children and adults, so be sure to come and join in the fun and see what you can catch.
And finally, on February 29th, bring your family and join us for a fun-filled day of snow adventures in the beautiful Fish Lake Basin with our friends from Jorgensen's Power Sports at Winterfest 2020.
Next week's show looks great. And even though we're out of time today,
we're gonna leave you guys with images of the Glow-In. But remember, get out and find some Utah because there's adventure around every bend.
You just have to get out there and create it yourself
at your
leisure.